Hey you guys, Mickey here. It is a chilly, rainy day, and I was wanting to make a video, but there's not much to do in the garden. So I thought I would show you guys my rocket stove. It's one of those designs where there's a lot of do-it-yourself simple designs out there, and this is mine from the stuff that I had hanging around. So here it is, and involves 1, 2, 3 cinder blocks and one very special block. It's called a lentil block. You want the chimney height to be about twice the intake height. And here, the other part of my design is an important piece, is this little piece of tin right here. What it is it's cut to block off this top part of the cinder block. So all of the burn chamber is right down in there. Let's see, I don't know if the light is enough. And another piece of tin, just scrap lying around, is used to separate from where the fuel goes, which is on top, to where the air comes in, which is on bottom. So this is another part of rocket stove design. They got to have a separation. Actually, the air can be pulled through the fuel, but in this design, it's real important. It helps. It's just kind of hard to get it going. So this is just some storage stuff. So blocked on top, open on bottom, 3 regular blocks, 1 lentil block, and the fire comes out on the back side. This is again just nothing, but this, and it was cool, these are, you know, all scrap salvage. It's hard to find blocks like that anymore with a little bit more narrow opening. Now this rocket stove, I'm gonna fire it up for you guys. It could be much more efficient, basically, if I sealed all the gaps and cracks, but just because it has that simple structure of a little bit more of a chimney, it gets a good solid burn, and it's nothing but flame at the top, nice and hot. And yeah, so I don't feel bad about taking it apart. This is a lentil block, and that is the block that is this one, and that's kind of helping to do the turn. So it is on a foundation that seals the bottom, because you're going to have a nice hot burn chamber back in here, and all the stuff's going to drop. So you do need one more block underneath, but just that's the block. I think I've seen them at 88 Lumber. They carried them, but I'm sure you can find them around. Now, a cool part about this design is this little piece of tin can come out, and I'm going to make sure that it's high enough so that I can reach my hand back there with the lighter. Hopefully I can still do it. Hopefully that's a good lighter. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a platform in that back space with a few of these guys. Maybe one more. And then I'm actually going to start the fire above that. It's going to start burning through and burn down and burn on it, and I could even slide some stuff, you know, like I've got some paper. And hopefully that's not wet. So that can go underneath. I was going to use some loofah. We'll burn that in a minute, but basically I'm going to put some good fire starter material on top of those sticks, so most of that fell on top. Looks good. And let's see, hopefully I can keep this going. You're in the way. Oh man. Let's see. I don't need that. I'm gonna have to grab a new lighter. Alright, out of the way. Sorry, chicken's taking over. So, much better. Alright, so the paper towel is burning. It's burning up through the grate of these guys, and then it's got all of that dry wood chips on top that are going to catch as well. And you can see the smoke building out the top. What we want is to start the draw in the front, so the length of the chimney is going to help to get it going. And then the cool thing about rocket stoves is that they're using this smaller, thinner stuff. Now I don't, you know, have any dry sticks out there right now, but that's what they can use. They can run on little, you know, kindling sticks, instead of needing fuel logs, and that's handy. And I can adjust this down to help get it going, but that's really about it. So the cool part of this allows for the material as it burns to fall to the bottom and not block airflow. It takes a long time for the ash to pile up and block anything because there's this whole space in the back. And already, I don't know if you can hear it. Here, I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna take you off the tripod so you can hear out. It's already making that sound, rocketing. You can see a little bit less smoke as it gets going. I'll find a few more of these to slip in. Yeah, it's getting there. All right. So you can hear it and you can see it in action. There's the last little bit of the stuff that's fallen through, but it's really pulling fast. It's pulling a lot of air in right through here, and it's burning really hot there. And now I just add sticks in this chamber, and they hang out over the top, and that's the burn chamber right there, that hot point. And if you look at the top, we have no smoke anymore, but we do have some heat. And I found these things randomly. You can just use 3 rocks for your pan or whatever. I don't do much cooking out here. I was gonna experiment with that, but that would restrict too much flow right now, I think. But rocket stoves are clean burning, good fuel source, and if you want to duplicate this, it's very simple and easy. And it was a good video for me to make on a cold day. Listen to that purr. And what you do is you just push these logs or these sticks further forward as it burns, and that's what keeps it going. And you see that little bit of ash and stuff that'll fully burn and down, and there's a good clearance because all of this space is open for ash to pile up at the back. All right, you guys, I'll catch y'all later. Peace.